Paramore is back. Legendary rock group of Taylor York, Zach Farah, and of course, Hayley Williams. It's been almost 7 years since Paramore's last album, After Laughter, an album that's maybe my favorite in Paramore's discography. I just love that synth pop sound that they went for on that one. And their early work too, like Riot and of course their self-titled album, are very nostalgic for me. A lot of songs on those albums I listened to a lot through middle school and high school. And this new album over here is titled This Is Why, is a tight 10 tracks long. I've heard pretty much all the singles so far on this album, and I've really enjoyed all of them. And what I could tell from the singles is that they seem to be going more in a all-out alt-rock direction, which is dope. Paramore has never really been afraid to kind of switch things up in terms of their sound, and their original sound to begin with, the pop-punk sound, was incredibly influential. So yeah, I've been waiting on this album for months, so I'm excited to listen to it. Paramore, This Is Why. Let's go. All right, the first track is the title track, This Is Why. I've already heard it. I love it. I put it very high on my top songs of 2022. Should sound even better in context of the album, hopefully, so listen into it anyway.
If you have an opinion, maybe you should shove it.
I absolutely love that opening line, man.
This is why I don't leave the house. You say the coast is clear, but you won't catch me out. Oh, why?
Guitar on this one bangs so hard, and the hook is just so catchy.
Survival of the fittest. You're either with us or this is why. It might as well have been.
This little bridge right here, really nice. So good, man.
This is why I don't leave the house.
Woo! Yeah, still love that track. Still love that track. It hits so hard as a opener. I love Hayley's lyrics on this one. Production absolutely bangs. The drums are hard. The guitar is hard. The hook is instantaneously catchy. Yeah, I thought this was a great first single. Still hits hard now. Track 2 is The News, which I believe is the second single off this album. I did hear it and I do remember loving it, but I haven't gone back to it much because I did want to save it when the album did come out. So excited to hear this one again. It's been a little bit. Love that drop. Drum's so good, man. I love that pre-chorus. Love it. Yep. Man, that verse right there, a few things I picked up on. One, lyrically, just the whole idea of this track, just talking about how toxic news and media is. And this is a little bit random, but that little part right there just reminded me of the influence that Paramore has, specifically on Olivia Rodrigo's last album. Like, that delivery right there is very similar to some of the tracks on Sour, which I love that album, by the way, but just an interesting thing I picked up on. Yeah, love that one, maybe even more than the last time I heard it, honestly. Once again, the production absolutely goes off, and Hayley's presence is amazing. Songwriting is really good, man. Just talking about how toxic the news cycle is. Yeah, this track is great. Track 3, the first track I haven't heard on this album so far, Running Out of Time. There's been a lot of tracks lately that have been called Running Out of Time. Let's see how this one sounds.
Was gonna take some flowers to my neighbor, but I ran out of time. In the driveway tonight,
Ooh.
the extra mile. Break, no regard.
Oh, there we go.
I'm always running out of time.
Man, all of these tracks so far, the drums and the guitars have just been on a different level.
There was traffic, spilled my coffee.
Oh, bass line too.
Otherwise would have been.
Oh,
I'm always running out of time.
man, I love that breakdown from the drums to this part. Whew.
Touch my watch is just for
Oh.
decoration.
Nice.
Running out
Yeah.
of time.
Oh, there we go. A little bit of a guitar solo, a little bit. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but the production, man. That's 3 for 3 so far, in my opinion. That transition from the drums to the guitar, great. Haley's been killing it with the hooks, too. All the bridges so far on these tracks, too, have been super standout. I don't know. Haley just kind of just seems to be on fire right now vocally. This type of style for her is just perfect. I can't wait to go back to that one lyrically because it definitely seemed like there were strong things going on. Seemed like she was kind of poking at herself a little bit, poking fun at herself a little bit, so I gotta go back and listen to that lyrically. Track 4 is C'est Comme Ça, I believe that's how you pronounce it. This one I heard already. It was the last single to come out for this, and to be honest, it was easily my least favorite of the 3. I do remember it being like a really weird single, like easily one of the weirdest singles Paramore has ever had. Pretty short track too. Hopefully it grows on me more in context of the album. Like I said, there's a weirdness to the hook I do enjoy.
Year, I've aged 100. My social life, a chiropractic appointment.
See, that's what I mean. It is weird, man.
I'm off caffeine on doctor's orders.
Yeah, and it's also no denying that the hook is incredibly catchy too. Like that, no, definitely gets stuck in your head. Yeah, I think on the album it makes a lot more sense. The verses too are kind of witty and fun and kind of strange. Like the hook does kind of stick to your head a little bit. I do kind of wish there was more to it. Also, this is like the shortest track on the album, only about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Kind of wish there was more to the track, but I am liking it more in context of the album. Track 5, Big Man, Little Dignity. Interesting song title. Nice.
From across the room, it's like I'm glued to the sheer sight of you. Big man, little dignity.
Yeah. Interesting hook. Whoa. Okay. Another nice bridge. Another one. Ooh. Nice. Oh, what is that? Oh, some more vocals, added vocals. Really sweet guitar solo here. A little bit of a change of pace vocally there from Haley. I mean, Haley really is just such a incredible songwriter, really liking the lyrics on that one. I guess kind of saying how men aren't really held accountable for their actions. Another solidly produced track, another one where the lyrics are great and the vocals are on point, so not a lot to complain about so far. Track 6, You First. Oh, yep. No, I like that verse. All right, so I guess this is the hook. I guess not the verse. Interesting. Ooh. A little bit of a switch up. Nice. Never said I wasn't petty. In terms of sound there, classic Paramore. I kind of want to dive in more to lyrics on that one. You First revolves around the central theme of choosing good over evil within yourself by referencing a metaphor of wild animals fighting over scraps. But that track I did enjoy. At first I wasn't sure if I was feeling it or not. In the second half the tempo kind of changed up a little bit and I was liking that. But a lot of things to dig into on that one for sure. Track 7, Figure 8. Man. Oh, nice. Ooh, I love that. This one I'm instantly picking up on the lyrics. I love that line about constantly being or feeling like you're in a figure 8. Never ending. Love that a lot. Loving the songwriting on this one. Once again, another really dope bridge. Yep. Love this hook. Oh. Woo. Haley's vocals strong. Yeah, that one is definitely a highlight for me, especially on the songwriting front. Loved how that one was written. Haley just has such a talent for bridges too. That's always kind of been a thing for her. Definitely seeing that on this album so far. Maybe one of my favorite vocal performance too in the track listing. Yeah, love that track. Track 8, Liar. Maybe a little bit of a change in pace here. Really nice intro. Ooh. Man. Ooh. Total change in pace. Total change in pace. I'm liking it though.
I got too good at fighting chemicals and dodging errors I was asking for.
Oh, this is a gorgeous track. Oh, beautiful track. Kind of a heart-wrenching song too. Uh-oh.
Love is not an easy thing to admit. Love is not an easy thing to admit.
I think this just goes to show how versatile Haley is vocally. There's a total different delivery on this one. Man, that one was so pretty. Love the soft guitar strings. Haley's vocals coming off the same way, sounding beautiful. Just a really, really gorgeous track. And I think change of pace the album kind of needed too. I think it's a nice little change up. Man, I only have 2 tracks left, but damn, this album is pretty good so far. Track 9, Crave. There we go.
I can't wait to memorize this day. They live in the present. I'm already dreaming of how it begins.
Ugh, love that line.
So I
Ooh.
do it again. When all it took to make me cry was being alive.
So damn poetic lyrically. Oh, that's real. Ooh, there we go. Woo! I don't know why, but the hook reminds me of something like that Cranberry would make. Nice. It's another great track. That's a relatable ass track lyrically. I romanticize even the worst of times when all it took to make me cry was being alive. Like, damn, man, the lyrics on that one hit so hard. All right, we're on the final track, track 10, Thick Skull. See how they close this out.
I am a magnet for broken pieces. It's like my fault.
Man.
Get over the
Oh, man. Oh, whoo, the drums came in fiery. Oh,
The bodies are buried.
oh.
Thought by now I'd find 'em just a little.
What's the lyrics on this album, man? They're so good. So good. Damn.
Now captain.
Woo. Oh. Oh, the guitar now? What a vocal performance. Oh, so good. Oh. Ooh, wow. Good closer. Another one where lyrically, Haley seems to be blaming herself for a lot of things. There are a lot of standout lines on that one, too. Love the drums. The guitar solo in the middle was nice. Once again, that's been a theme throughout the entire album. I mean, going back, off first listen, there wasn't really a track that, like, even stood out to me as just kind of okay besides Say Comme Ça, which still kind of grew on me a little bit. I will say the songwriting on this was easily the highlight for me. There's a lot of things I want to go back and kind of peel back more of, but in terms of that aspect, I think the songwriting is stronger than any Paramore album. And overall, I'm liking the change sonically. I gotta listen to this album a little bit more, and I'll be back in a few days to give you guys my final thoughts. All right, final verdict on this brand new Paramore album. This is why. Yeah, I've been listening to this album non-stop since I did the first reaction, and it's amazing. It's great. It's a great album. And I think I can honestly say, in my opinion, at least, I think this is Paramore's best album. I love the direction they went for on this album, going for that kind of alt-rock kind of sound rather than the pop-punk sound that made them so famous in the first place. Shout out Zach Farrow and Tyler York for really putting together some great production. All of the drums hit super hard. The guitars are nice, and every other subtle instrument throughout. Easily what I'm liking so much about this album is Haley's songwriting. Like, Haley has always been a great songwriter, but she seems to have really stepped that up on this album. I don't know if that's just her maturing more over the years. Obviously, the last time Paramore put an album, she was still in her 20s. But yeah, she really did take it to another level on this one. Like, almost every song has some type of really well thought out concept songwriting wise. And vocally too, she's sounding amazing, arguably the best she's ever sounded. In terms of the track list goes, This Is Why, such a fantastic opener. In the News, just love the songwriting on that one, talking about how toxic the media and the news can be, and just how every time you watch the news is just a direct reminder of how messed up the world is. Running Out of Time is such a silly concept song, but it works so well. It's just kind of a song about procrastinating, which is interesting. Big Man, Little Dignity, love how that one kind of talks about men, especially powerful men, not really being held accountable for certain things. You First, like, that one is geniusly written, in my opinion. The whole metaphor around the animals fighting and then looking at the good and evil in yourself, just so smart. Figure 8, maybe the most catchy song on this entire album. The hook, it just got stuck in my head on first listen. Liar, which I loved initially, it's a very pretty sounding track, but once I got deeper into the songwriting and what Haley was actually talking about, being in love with somebody but being in denial about it due to the circumstances that kind of scare you, which is about her falling in love with another member of the group, Tyler York, which is obviously interesting since they've been bandmates for so long, but obviously that's why it would make it so scary. Crave, another fantastic one, and then the album just ends off beautifully with Thick Skull, a pretty dark and heartbreaking ending, you know, kind of blaming yourself for relationship issues, I guess. Another thing I've kind of determined after listening to this is Hayley Williams really is like the bridge queen. Like, every single bridge on these songs hits so damn good. And that's pretty much my final thoughts on this new Paramore album. This Is Why. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. I think it's my favorite album from them. And yeah, shout out Paramore. If you guys want, you can hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on all my socials, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And I'll see you guys soon.